Matty?
15 minutes ago, Jonathan Duguid asked Lawrence Vantor, "Are you good to finish?" He said yes. About 6 minutes ago, Larry came on the radio and said, "I think if you had a fresher driver, you would be able to make a stronger push to the finish." Kevin Estrie got his helmet, his Hans. He jumped in this number 6 as they're going to finish it off with fuel. But the reason why they had to pit 6 laps earlier than their sister car, the 7, they had run over some debris and they had punctured the right rear. So that played their hand as far as strategy goes. But right now it looks like it's almost played perfectly.
Off on the electric motor before the internal combustion engine fires up.
And this should be fun to watch because Kevin Estre is the most aggressive, maybe the fastest driver in the Porsche Penske stable. Takes a lot of big chances out there in the search of those lap times. He'll be one pushing the limits all the way to the finish.
Yeah, and the key is he's going to come out and stay on the lead lap, and I think that really forces the hand of the other front runners. They cannot afford to allow a yellow to come out. And I think you're going to see maybe the other Porsche come in pretty quickly as well as the 31 car. You've got to react to this. Remember, their stop is going to be much shorter, so they should assume the lead or their position once they go back out. Leader in GTD Pro is in. Kev?
Superstar Mauro Engel will stay in the car in the 75 Express Mercedes. What's going to be key to watch is the Paul Miller BMW. Already they have made their last stop, so can Engel beat out Dan Harper? That might determine the end of this race.
Boy, the 7 went by. Meanwhile, the 31, Whelen Engineering Action Express Cadillac is in for its final stop. Does the pressure shift a little bit to the race leader, knowing that those two doing the chasing have already got their last stop done? We'll find out. 7 about to come in. Pressure on Nazar here. Keep it.
Coast phase right here. You do not want to slide the fronts and slide wide. You know your teammate is coming with full push. Estre from behind.
Yeah, he's also got Jack Aiken aboard the 31 between he and his teammate, so he's the main concern initially because the 7 car and the 31 had a huge energy advantage over the 6 car. It was with the first to hit pit lane and make it to the finish potentially.
This traffic could hurt. This could hurt big time. Remember, 12.7 seconds.
Aiken's going to have a run here if he times it.
Look at that. That's what it was when he came out. 12.7 seconds. It's now 1.7 seconds, if that.
And Felipe Nasr will not be fully pressured up on those front tires, especially when it comes to the brake zone. So watch the gap between both red cars here. It should close dramatically in this next brake zone.
Porsche versus Cadillac power. Jack Aitken is reeling Felipe Nasr in. This is for the overall lead and the overall win.
Look at the difference there. Just eats him up like a Pac-Man into that brake zone for turn 1. That's the advantage he has with the undercuts, we call it. Coming in that lap early, he's got 1 lap more tire temperature in those Michelin tires. Does he try and punch now?
Oh, Nasr will be all over the headlight flashers for those slower GTD cars ahead, saying, get out of my way. I'm the overall leader. I'm going for 3 in a row.
The British driver chasing the Brazilian. Well, Aitken's going for his own 3 in a row because he won the last 2 races of last season.
Rolls the outside of the corner. Really good grip. Fresh Michelin tyres on board all of these lead runners now. Single stinting through these final hours since the fog lifted here this morning. Max attack, putting it all on the line. We've seen historically drivers will do anything. Drivers have told me this week that winning this race is more important than his championship.
The roar of the 31. That 5.5-litre V8. Jack Aitken has never won the Rolex 24 overall. Today could be his day.
Some critical breathing room achieved for Felipe Nasr there. I think Nasr just got a little bit luckier with the traffic on that last lap. Aitken jammed up at a couple of apexes in the infield. Now further back in 3rd place, that BMW driven by Marco Wittmann. I don't think, Kyle, they're going to be able to make it on fuel if it stayed green. If they got a yellow, probably. But if it stays green, they might have to do a splash and go. That would put Porsche Penske in 1st and 3rd on the current strategy.
Here's Nasr. Here's Aitken. in the Whelen Engineering Action Express car. One of the 4 drivers in this car is Connor Zilic, 19-year-old NASCAR sensation who has won this race in class in the LMP2 category. But if Connor...
First alert weather update is